Good evening! I'm Dejenol, and welcome back to Mordor, the depths of Dejenol. I know what you're thinking. What you doing? Why are you playing this? I mean, it's a dungeon crawler, so it's boring and mundane, right? No one's interested in that? I don't know. I like it, so I just wanted to play it some more. And I did create the character that I made specifically for this, so I don't know. Here you can see some changes in the Hall of Fame. I really like showing it off, okay? So anyway, let's get started. So, I should probably note a few things before I start. So, I'm actually going to be talking about the game a little bit this time. I neglected to do that last time. I mean, I popped open the help lesson once or twice, but, I didn't talk about the history of Mordor, or, game stuff. So, I don't know, I figured I'd do that. I also have a story of shenanigans that happened shortly after, I made this character. Yeah, things didn't go so good. So that should be a funny time, I guess. I also have music. I have my audio on, but it's coming from my computer stuff, so it might not sound right. So anyway, with all that out of the way, let us begin with the loud music. So first thing of note is we got a bunch of sweet items now to buff up our character. Sorry, tone down the music a little bit, but yeah, we got some sweet equipment, so we're gonna do that first. All these here are to buff up my stats and, just equipment otherwise, so let's get started. First off, we got these Ards of Being, which boost all my stats, and unlike the tomes, they don't age me, so they're pretty sweet. Oh, and also, if you didn't notice, my mouse is here. I hope my mouse is here. Anyway, let's get started. Let's see how buffed up I can be. Look at those stats. Oh man. So just as a side note, the stat buffing is stuff is permanent here, I guess. It's not really all that relevant to note that, but they affect crap, I'm just trying to not screw up here. They also not only affect like various things, I mean it's mentioned in the health thing, but they also increase my attack defense stuff, so I get pretty damn good amount of power just from buffing up like this. And it's just kind of awesome. My character's gonna be like in the early 20s after all this. Ah no. But yeah, I don't know, it's cool. I enjoy just like grinding, I guess, for this stuff, but I haven't lately, so yeah, this is pretty much all I have. Anyway, let's return to town, equip this crap and stuff. Store this stuff in the bank. Yeah, I collected a lot of items because I was, just playing. You get a lot of stuff. Like this unicorn horn, lodestone. They're equipables, but, I can't equip them right now. Let's drag this crap up. Sorry about this, but, it's a thing. A thing that I must do. And I apologize if the music's a bit loud. I'm kind of leaning forward towards my monitor. Yeah. Okay, so first off, we unfortunately have to unequip like pretty much everything we have, minus that. And then equip like crazy. Sweet. I just gotta realign everything. This is the problem though. I didn't have stuff organized. I didn't have like everything available, so it's kind of all over the place. I apologize. I have a specific way of generally organizing things, but yeah, it's not always going to be consistent between each of my characters. But yeah, let's get started with selling stuff then. Also, did I add money to my funds? No, I don't know if I did. No, I didn't. Oh, I was also going to add a character that I made like shortly after this one, who's a healer to the party. They'll be mostly defensive, but there they are right there. Just look at that. I made this like shortly after. Wait, that's not a character. Look at that. Same day. Pretty sweet, right? Look at all those levels. Anyway, let's get started on the actual game and the actual discussion about stuff. What stuff? I'm not entirely sure, but we'll do it. So, last time when I was talking about the game, I kind of referenced, maybe, referenced isn't the right word. I mentioned that it was kind of like Lord of the Rings in regards to the backstory and stuff. As I popped it open here before, you got a decent amount of text here, and just let me size this here for convenience of ease of reading. There's a lot here, and basically it's like the Mines of Moria from the Lord of the Rings. That's why I said that. Basically, the dwarves dug too deep, as apparently dwarves' only trait is that they are greedy, which I don't know what else to say. I guess that's fitting, maybe. Just gonna recruit that guy. So yeah, they dug too deep, monsters, yada yada yada. It's pretty standard fare for, like, I don't know, stuff. And then that was like their ancient civilization long ago, though. Yeah, so their mine was sealed up with some high class minerals of some sort. Was it actual mithril? I think it might have been adamantite. I don't know. It's lower tier than mithril, but it's still a thing, I guess. Why am I using this dagger? You know what? I gotta punch stuff. Give me my fisticuffs. Do some double damage. Can kill two people at once this way. So yeah, that happened. They built a gate, but then, lo and behold, because it's made out of valuable yet very durable materials, some thieves decide to blow it off its hinges to steal it, and lo and behold, the nightmare from the depths showed up, and bam. But then a bunch of strong warrior types, I guess, formed guilds and stuff, and trained the next generation to fight these monstrosities. And yeah, that's basically what happened. I don't know. It's been a while since I read it. That's like a rough sum up of what happened. But yeah, it mentions somewhere in there that, in the help thing, that there's no real goal. But anyway, it's a game. Basically, you explore, you level up. I don't know, maybe you tame monsters to collection. I don't know. It's a little bit over the place. But there is a standard, like, thing to do and what have you. But in the story, it mentions what. Did it literally say Prince of Darkness? Give me a second here. I need to read this. Game overview. Wait, was I reading the... Yeah, Prince of Devils. It literally mentions that there's some dark, evil, and powerful being. So i.e. it's like hinting at an endgame shenanigans going on, so, you know, there's something going on, yo. So yeah, that's hinted at, so, you got that, I guess. So yeah, that's like the story and stuff for Green Ooze. Shit, where am I supposed to find one of those? Give me a sec. Green Oozums. Second floor, just one day ago. Okay. Apparently I'm pinned. I shouldn't lose too much for doing this, but whatever. Go back to level 5. It's not a big deal. Oh no! Unequipped my hat and my gloves and my robe of barfy insight. Sorry, pardon me. I guess it's gonna be a while on the first floor. Gotta level up again. Yeah, with that out of the way, let's talk about my fantastical story that happened shortly after. Oh shit, my companions. I forgot I had those. Those are a thing that I had. God, son of a... So yeah, shortly after I continued my excursions into the depths, as I mentioned last time, I'd gotten to the 6th floor by falling down a chute. This time around, I went to the 7th floor by actual normal means and, going downstairs. Right at the start, there was a bunch of rooms, like, lined up. There's doors, and they go through them, whatever. I could probably just... Okay, no. Just give me a sec. I'll figure this out. I'm pushing the button. Never mind. Yeah, basically there's like a row of doors. One of them had a pit in it, and the other ones were like empty and, stuff. So I explored all of them in the end, and I was like, what? Where am I? Where do I go here? There's no way forward here, and the entire like area of that section kind of is like that. So, yeah, but the first major drawback was even before I realized that, because the first door I went into was actually the right way. It's just that there was an invisible wall that it's like what's right in front of me is just a wall, but sometimes you can go through them like doors, you know. And that first room I entered had that, but because my guy's perception level, yeah, see, look at this perception level. It looks high, but it sucks. Uh, I wasn't able to see that, so I was like, okay, this can't be the right way. So I turned back, go into the next one, bam, teleporter, entire squad of 4. Well, I don't know why I called them a squad, but my entire group of 4 was just separated in an instant, and I was wandering with my main character. I was like, okay, this one's the buffest. I got some heals to feels. I don't know why I have to add that every time I say heals, but I don't know, it's funny. And yeah, so I was like, okay, we got this. I got this. And apparently I hit another teleporter at some point. I was like, oh god, no, I'm screwed now. I pretty much had given up hope. I was like, okay, we're lost. We got nothing here, man. What are we gonna do? What are we gonna do? And then somehow, beyond my own comprehension, or is that the right phrase to use? I don't know, just something bafflingly silly happened. I actually found one of my other units. It was a healer. It's out of magic, but pretty much. That was another problem because the previous floor was pretty hard for my character, so I was kind of weakened from all that. So I was pretty much a death's door because of that. So I was like, okay, what do I do now? What am I supposed to do? Oh wow, stole my muns. Oh no, 500 golds. Jerk. So yeah, that happened. I found the one. I was like, okay, I can't get out, not with this. My HP is too low. I don't have mana. I mean, I do, but it's just kind of risky. So then I was like, okay, you know what? I made this party before. You know what? I should roll with these guys. I made these guys. I grinded them up. They're pretty solid. Let's give it a shot. So a little bit of grinding later, I'm like, okay, I got this. I head down. I head down there. I'm like, okay, gotta find him. Gotta find him. I find that little, fake door that I was talking about. There's one over there. It's over here. So I'm like, okay, this is it. We found the area. Look at that. So I go to explore, and not that far in, I find the 2 units that I had together. You know, my main and my main and the healer. I don't know if this one was actually labeled healer. I have 2 healers right now. This one here, which I made after Mayu. Yeah, I know. I was gonna talk about that. It's written like it should be me, you, but English speaking, so am I kind of pronounced my. I don't know. It's how I intended for it to be read by me when I was like, there you go. See, there's the trapdoor. So yeah, as I was saying, I found them. I was like, okay, I got this. So I send my group back. I exit to the main menu. I back up my data. I'm like, okay, sweet, we got this. Totally got this. Totally got this. I don't know why I'm dragging that and why am I heading back? It's still good. Why am I doing this? So, yeah, after I back up my data, I go down there, I bring them back up. I'm like, okay, sweet. Time to go with a new squad and find these guys. That's something I gotta do. So, so I go do that. It's not that hard. I figure them out after I figure out that there's another way down and it's a better way, so on and so forth. So, I end up going down there and getting everyone. But, apparently I didn't back up my data again, because that's like, if you screw up, you can always go, hey, I'm gonna load my old data, but, this is foreshadowing, because I did screw up. I mean, pointing it out now is kind of silly. It's obvious, was it not? So, yeah, I get everyone back. Yeah, it's cool. I'm like, oh yeah, let's grind and have fun and stuff. So over the course of 2 days, I'm like playing in my spare time or whatever. I'm like, got some levels, got my healer level up quite a bit. I haven't done that yet a whole lot because of reasons. I have 2 healers already, like 2 dedicated healers. So I was like, okay, this isn't a big deal. We got this. because my main party that I roll with now has 2 healers, so I was like, okay, it's not a big deal. I don't have to focus on it. So I drastically increased my thief level because that was an issue I was having. I got like wait, that was after. Like over the course of 2 days, I got a shit ton of stuff, like adamantite daggers, which is the highest tier dagger I could get at the time. And if my level, I don't know if it's specific, but if my level in a certain guild was high enough, I could equip it regardless. And why isn't the N button working? So that was pretty cool. I was like, okay, yeah, this is nice. I only found that out like recently or whatever, so that was cool. I moved along. I was like, okay, I got this. 1-6. So yeah, but then I found out about teleportation, a spell that I hadn't really used much. It's a wizard slash seeker. Apparently the seekers have a higher tier for it, even though the wizards is all like, this is what we do, traveling through the dungeon, blah blah blah. But apparently the actual guild setup is like, fuck that, man. We're the seekers. We're the true explorers of the dungeon. I don't know, something like that. But that's what happens with the guild. I don't know. Seeker Guild's actually pretty solid as a warrior and exploring guild, I guess. So, yeah. With all that said, though, well, that didn't sound good. What the heck happened? Yeah, anyway, the Seeker Guild, whatever. I used teleport like an idiot and teleported myself into a wall. So, okay, you see this right here? Where I'm pointing at with my mouse? It's to the left of this red stairwell on the minimap. That's where I teleported myself. I was literally 1 block off. I was actually trying to teleport to the stairwell up over there, but apparently my level was too low. The precision of the spell wasn't high enough for some bullshit, and I fucking got rocked. It's like, okay, this isn't a big deal. I'll use the Seeker skill, call out my soul, and everything will be fine. I cast Resurrect on my guys. I'm like, okay, I got this. Not a problem. And, it was a problem. See how my stats are blacked out? That means they're maxed out. If you go into the race stuff and race stats, you see that each character has like a stat maximum. That's when you create them, but you know, +5 to that is the very maximum. Everything else was like drastically dropped for the 2 characters that I had gotten stoned, and I was like, oh, fuck. But that wasn't the worst part. My main, who's already like 35 at the time, which is pretty drastic from casting a sanctuary spell, which I didn't realize at the time aged my character a full freaking year. I stopped using it after I realized that. But, yeah, considering how low in the dungeon I was and using it, yeah, it's kind of embarrassing, yeah. So, yeah, I kind of aged my character a full 10 years. They were 45, and I was like, oh shit, I'm not going to be able to get enough potions for this. And I didn't have a lot of tomes saved up or whatever, so I was just going, oh shit, what the hell? So yeah, that happened, so I instantly, zero hesitation, loaded that back up, thinking, whoa, hope that didn't cut out, that's probably just my monitor, thinking that I had backed up my data sometime after, but, you know when I mentioned I backed up my data after, like, prepping everything? Like, okay, I found my guys, I secured them a way out, yada, yada, yada. Yeah, that's where I stopped. That's where my last backup was. So, yeah, I kinda lost all the progress I had made, including all those daggers, which are pretty solid, let me tell you. They have 2 hits, whereas this thing, like, has 1. Their modifier's, like, 6 or something. They're necessary for hitting certain types of enemies down there. Yeah, and this is a damage modifier. I think this is like 1.5 on the adamantite dagger. It's a pretty solid piece of equipment is basically what I'm trying to say. And I lost it. I had lost like 7 of them. All my main units that I was rolling with was like okay, we got this. We got these knives. They're sweet, right? Yeah, that's what I had, and they're gone. And you might be asking yourself, why are you telling us this? Haven't you gotten more? Well, that's exactly why I'm telling this story, because, my luck's been terrible. I have not gotten a single one since, so I figured, I don't know, randomly babbling this tale like an idiot would somehow change my luck. which is not going to be the case, and it's just highly superstitious and stupid. But I figured it'd be hilarious to laugh at. I don't know. In hindsight, I find it absolutely hilarious. Usually I think more before doing things, but for me that was like the most drastic failure on Modpad, so I was like, oh god, no, please, no. I loaded and got screwed over. Basically, yeah, just a warning to all you fools, don't save. Remember to save. I guess. Ah, it's just one of those silly tales, in my opinion. So yeah, that's pretty much it. I don't know if I'll play this more. I might, but next time I'm actually gonna have my character ground up. Probably gonna be the Guild Master of the Nomad Guild, because I haven't really leveled anyone in it yet. That should be pretty cool. I will be set up to switch to the Ninja Guild. Probably like record an episode of that. I don't know. Hopefully something happens then, because starting out in another guild isn't really all that special. I mean, my stats will be significantly jacked. Maybe I'll get some better equipment, which I'm gonna have to unequip anyway, because lo and behold, the game's all like, oh ho, did you get bunches of good equipment? Well, too bad, you're too low leveled, you'll have to switch out. So yeah, that'll happen, and as far as other guilds, I'm gonna join the Mages Guild, because it is the best. Stat requirements aren't like high or anything, but here, let me show you. Let me show you here. Let's use the search function. A mage. Yeah. Spells. Look at this. Look at this. This is like a butt ton. I think you get kill skills. You get the charm skills and the binding, which relates to that. Which they're the only ones that have that. And they also have healing skills. They have like sight veil, which is useful, and feather. I'm also going to do the Sorcerer as well, because they have protection skills, as well as... trying to remember here. What else do they have? They have, like, how am I failing at this? They have, resistant buffs. See, like, I have resistances to various elements. They have them, and they have them at, you know, the lowest possible. Lowest possible, you know? Basically what I'm saying by lowest possible... It means that when you level, they're the ones that are gonna get severe like cost reductions in regards to the spell. Because as you level up, the cost of the spell goes down, and the effectiveness goes up. Yada yada yada. It's generally a pretty decent setup, I guess. It's not terrible. Shit. Whoops. But yeah, that's how spells work. So you know. And since the resistance spell tree in particular always sets your, you know, resistances to 95, which doesn't always work, believe me, I've suffered from drain on many occasions, which really sucks. I'll probably talk about it on a later part where, you know, we encounter guys who can drain, like on the 3rd floor. I vaguely, like shortly went to it, and my perception levels are so low I can't... But yeah, that's some stuff we can look forward to. I hope to be able to like dive lower for the next time I play, because it's kind of cool down there. We'll encounter some new monsters and stuff. But for now, I just kind of want to kill that enchanter so I can level up. Curse you, enchanter! Where are you? Where did you go? Technically, I could probably wrap up here and just be like, next time, but I want to kill this enchanter. It's just me showing you how annoying these quests can be. Especially once you pin yourself and level up. Normally I just, you know, close the application. Go, okay, next time, let's not. And then I encounter it again anyway, so whatever. But yeah, I don't know, I like the game. It's fun. That's why I actually decided to actually talk about it, because last time I was just like, story time! Let's talk about my own stupidity, like usual. Like always, you know. That kind of stuff, I don't know. I guess I just have a lot of stupid shit happening in my both life and games playing of the games. So if you found this amusing, just say hey, I guess. That's what the comments section is for, right? I'm pretty lazy though. I don't usually like comments myself, but I do enjoy replying to stuff randomly. Yep. So I guess we won't encounter that enchanter exactly sure where I'm supposed to be looking. Also, I didn't talk about chests. See here, this is like a metal-y looking chest. You're thinking, oh man, this must be good, better than those wooden looking things. These are actually worse. They apparently only hold money, and apparently they have a high level of being locked for some reason with magic or something, so it kind of annoys me. Look at this one. This one's got a chest. I know what that guy could drop me. Freaking Bells of Qualash or whatever, revive spell. It's cool and all, but I don't need it right now. I need to murder an enchanter. You know what? Let's show off one of the good reasons why you want to be an enchanter. I mean a mage. It's different. We're just gonna head back to town and hire ourselves. Hire. It's not the right phrase. We're gonna like recruit, purchase ourselves an enchanter so we can murder it. Okay, so first off, as long as okay, she's neutral. I have to pay attention to what, you know, because why am I talking like this? I'm failing. See, this enchanter is good. If I was using a good character, then, you know, they'd be all like, no, I can't attack it. That's just wrong. But thankfully, this character is neutral. I mean, my main is good because I wanted a ninja, and I wanted it to be good because I have too many evil characters. Evil characters are evil and evil and evil. Bleh. So yeah, that's basically the summation. There we go. Right click on it, we kill it. Quest done. Yay, victory is mine. You know, stuff like that. Okay, please. No more quest. No more quest. Never tell. Oh, no, now you want. Okay, you know what? I'm going to talk about this time now. I mean, we've already talked enough, but this game has a lot of preset spawn-ins, and, shit, it's not here. Damn it. I was looking forward to it being here. This slot right here is a common one for that particular snake that I'm looking for, but whatever. We'll get to it next time then. So, we'll wrap it up here. So, thanks for watching anyway. Hope it wasn't too boring. I mean, this game is pretty old, so you can expect it to be as it is, I guess. I enjoy it though, so I may play it some more. So, until the next time, good night. I'm gonna record after this. Now I'm just lost in thought. Anyway, bye.